where we settle everything that ever man mattered. Guy's Choice coming this June on Spike.
The following stunts and tests are being executed by experts. Do not attempt any activity seen on this show.
Seconds away. Copy. 3, 2, 1. Fire.
A tornado blasts a trailer and throws a man more than 1,000 feet.
She is smoking.
A woman's water slide ends with a broken back. A car flies 100 feet through the air and kills 2 people. Are they deadly accidents or ironclad evidence of guilt? What really happened? Through state-of-the-art science,
Open them up. Water's off.
life-threatening experimentation,
We're going to suspend you behind this jet.
and full-scale recreation, our team will find proof in the impact and crash their way
Got to get it to 75.
to the truth.
Aboard, 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 aboard.
In Southern California, world-renowned accident recreation specialist Jack Gill has assembled a hand-picked team of scientists, investigators, special effects riggers, and the best stunt people on the planet.
Action.
Look at this hit. Boom.
Their goal, to combine science with accurate to-the-inch reenactments that reveal the true cause behind astonishing, improbable, and catastrophic events.
53, 60. Come on, kick it in.
As one of the world's foremost authorities on accident recreation, Jack Gill answers only to science.
There's no way anybody could have walked away from that one.
It's a huge spike.
Attorneys hire us at their own risk. We get the real facts. We put all the statistics together. We're going to go in there and give them exactly what happened. If they don't like it, tough.
But Jack didn't get his start in the courtroom or the lab. He got it behind the wheel. Jack Gill is a legendary stuntman and stunt coordinator whose specialty is blockbuster action films.
When we're making stunts for movies, anything goes as long as it looks real. For accident recreation, it has to be real.
Let's bring it back to 1. We'll do it again.
This is much more demanding and far more dangerous than movies. We got a girl that was at a water park. She was the first person into the park with all of her friends. She's standing at the top of this regular slide that dumps out into a catch basin. She goes down the slide. She slides all the way across, impacts this concrete barrier on the far side, breaks her back. She ends up damaging her spinal cord and becomes a paraplegic. It's a huge, huge lawsuit.
Right.
And the park is saying she must have been on some kind of plastic or something that is not allowed in their park, therefore they're not liable. She's saying she was on nothing. Millions of people have gone down this ride without getting hurt. So we got to figure out how this happened.
While not breaking anyone's back.
Biomedical scientist Mike Roberto prepares the sensors that will measure the speed and impact of each test. Safety rigger Casey Noel sets up an arsenal of stupid human tricks. And accident reconstruction specialist Tim Josephy finds a water park with a slide like the one where the accident occurred. Raging Waters in San Dimas, California is one of the world's largest water parks. To help improve water park safety, they agree to shut down for the day.
The slide is 260 feet long. It's 5 stories high. Our pool area here is much longer than the one we had at the actual site, but we'll shorten it up and it'll create the same exact marks. But you're going to have to hit it at the speed she hit it at.
How fast was she going?
35 miles an hour.
Stuntwoman Katie Eishin is a world-class expert at absorbing punishing impacts. She's also the exact same height and weight as the woman who was injured.
Have you got the right bikini on?
That's the one that she wore, right?
This is the exact same one that she had on. Let's go ahead and strip down and get up to the top of the slide.
Ah,
Muscle up.
jeans are sticking to me.
Come on, Katie, let's go.
To To duplicate the impact that caused the woman's injuries, the team needs a speed of 35 miles an hour. Team investigator Tim Josephy looks for answers in the ride's pump system.
Hey, Jack, this thing is fully automatic, 1,200 gallons per minute. There's nothing down here mechanical to make you get more water or make Katie go faster. So basically, this is going to be on you and Katie.
Got it. Katie, you got to really push hard.
Water's off.
Watch the back of your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Here she goes.
Jack's initial tests are focused on the woman's story. Using body power alone, how fast can Katie go?
That was 23 miles an hour.
Face first.
24 miles an hour.
24 miles an hour. So we have the same water flow, we have the same elevation, we got the same slope as the original slide, and yet we're nowhere near 35 miles per hour.
We haven't tried the baby oil. Oil her up. Tell me when she's ready. "26." Baby oil added 2 miles an hour more, but it didn't give us enough impact to create the kind of damage that we had with this girl.
Katie's fastest speed, a lubricant-assisted 26 miles an hour.
We tried all the things that the park allows her to do, and they were all too slow. So now it looks like she was probably breaking the park rules. So now we bring in all the stupid human tricks and try and figure out what she was really sliding on.
Jack starts Katie's object-assisted runs with the park's prime suspect, plastic.
27 miles an hour that time.
Okay, send her back up.
When plastic doesn't work, the team tries anything and everything.
Coming down feet first.
All right, Katie, you're on this now.
Coming down fast, guys.
26 miles an hour. You're at 24 miles an hour. 25 miles an hour. Hey, we got to 27 miles an hour that time.
The top speed, a plastic-assisted 27 miles per hour.
So right now we're going to put the boom in the water, test the plastic, and see what kind of damage we get.
Stunt rigger and former Marine combat veteran Casey Noel has one duty that transcends all others.
I'm in charge of making it happen and no one getting hurt.
Casey is an effects whiz. He's somebody that can weld, cut, fabricate. My stunt guys' lives are in his hands.
Yeah, hit it a little bit. I want to see what happens. Yeah, you're spiking it. Cool. All right.
The landing pool at Raging Waters is longer and safer than the accident slide.
We've got 30 feet right here.
By carefully positioning the boom, Jack shortens the pool to the right length.
The front part of this mark is right at 30 feet.
Mike Roberto attaches the impact sensors that will show whether Katie hits the foam with the same force that injured the woman.
My data can tell me when bones are going to be broken, when your retina is going to detach, if the spine is going to be crushed. And that allows us to prove whether we have the right answer or not. We need between 40 and 45 Gs to cause the kind of injuries that she had. That should take about 35 miles per hour speed to get that kind of force. But the only way to know for real is to have Katie going that fast and then smash into the boom.
Baby oil doesn't go on her, it goes on the plastic. So we're hoping that plastic and baby oil equals 35 miles an hour in speed.
3, 2, 1, here she's off.
29 miles an hour. Mike, what'd we get?
24 Gs. We're still a long way off. 24 Gs is about what we'd expect out of a 29 mile per hour collision, but not even close to what we need.
Hey, TJ, let's shut off the water. Shut off the water. We're packing it up. Look, I hate packing up empty, but I'm running out of light. I got nothing more to test, so I'm just going to take the team back to HQ and regroup.
Water's off.
The second we shut off the equipment, the water went completely calm. It's a smooth surface. Let's bring everybody back to one. We got one more test to do.
Boom everything?
Yep, boom everything. Bring it back in the water. I don't think the water was on when she went down the slide.
No, you don't.
I think she was the first one on the slide in the morning, and she sat up there, and they turned the water on behind her. Once it's switched on, there's a massive change in water flow. So it goes from 0 to 1,000 gallons in just a few seconds. If she's riding that first big wave of the day, the force of that might push her to 35 miles an hour. And she's taking that speed into a completely calm pool.
Calm water makes it more likely that Katie will skip like a stone instead of splashing to a stop.
When you see the water surge up behind you, then go.
Got it.
All right, quick as you can. All right, guys, hurry up. We're losing the light. We only got one shot at it.
Coming up, Katie Eishen takes off on a make-or-break water slide run. And the team risks life and limb
45.
to recreate a fatal car crash.
Greg, you okay?
Tomorrow on an all-new Ultimate Fighter. After Jamie Yeager backed up his bravado with his vicious striking, the momentum is all with Team Ortiz.
I'm very confident that I'm going to win every one of the next matches.
But then, with the wild card looming, be there when an injury forces one of Tito's fighters out of the competition. The Ultimate Fighter, tomorrow at 10 on Spike.
All I'm looking for is great food at a great price. You know, a little bang for the buck. So I see Arby's value menu. It's like kaboom for the buck. And we're talking Arby's here. All the stuff that I love. Roast beef, curly fries, Jamocha shakes, starting at just $1. Kaboom. Hey, it's got me coming back. Kind of like kaboomerang.
The Arby's value menu. Junior roast beef, curly fries, Jamocha shakes, and more. Starting at just $1 each. Kaboom indeed. The value menu. Only at Arby's.
He wouldn't be afraid to show his feminine side, if he had one. His mother has a tattoo that reads, Son. At museums, he's allowed to touch the art. He is the most interesting man in the world.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Getting an education isn't impossible. I was at 2 dead-end jobs. I was not happy.
What triggered my decision to go to ITT Tech was my family.
I knew I needed to make change, and I knew I couldn't do that without an education.
I just knew that I had to finish my degree so that I could take care of my family. ITT Tech turned out it was the right place to do that for me. It's really improved our quality of life overall.
I came from a country called Barbados. I wanted to come to America for a better opportunity, and in doing so, I came into ITT Tech, and I'm loving it.
After getting an education, it helped me to get a stable job. It gave me a platform where I could build off of and build my family that I have now.
Any dream that you have, turn it into reality. It is possible.
You have a goal, you need a direct path and an education to get there.
It's not impossible. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
We are educators helping people build a foundation for the rest of their lives. ITT Technical Institute, education for the future. Call 1-800-942-0077.
Good evening, Mr. Stark.
What?
How may I assist you?
Suit me up?
As you wish, sir.
All right.
Oh, come on! Never mind. I'm good.
Enter for a chance to win Iron Man's gadgets at drpepper.com.
The laws of this land enslave people to its king.
I declare him to be an outlaw!
Rise and rise again until lambs become lions.
Robin Hood, rated PG-13. At Raging Waters, Jack Gill and his team are trying to recreate a deadly accident that occurred at another water park.
She's off.
But stuntwoman Katie Eishen hasn't even come close to the 35 miles an hour needed to duplicate the accident.
24 miles an hour, 26. 27 miles an hour that time.
Hurry up, we're losing the light.
With time running out, Jack tries one last test.
The woman who was injured took the very first slide of the day. Right now, everything is off and the pool is calm, and that's a combination she could have faced. So, Katie, try and skip like a rock across the lake. Once we open the floodgates, I want to see what happens when she hits a calm pool with hundreds of gallons of water pushing her. Open them up, open them up.
Water's on, water's on.
All right, send her, send her, send her. You ready, guys? Here she comes, and she is smoking. Get to her, guys, get to her.
42 G's. We got 42 G's.
Is she okay?
Good.
Katie, you all right?
Yeah.
That was a hell of an impact.
Did we get it?
We got it, 35.
35?
You were smoking.
Holy crap! Yes!
So I think we've got the real answer here, guys. To spike it all the way from 29 to 35 in one run, it's a big difference.
Huge.
If it was concrete, it would have demolished me, honestly, because when I hit it, crap, that was hard.
She's feet first. She's in the exact right position as the victim. Just like that, with the feet up in the air. Look at the depression her feet left in that foam.
This is the data I want to show you. Look at this hit here. Boom. 42 G's is right in the middle of the range that would have caused the woman's injuries. If it was a wall, serious, serious trouble.
It would have just been legs collapsing and folding, snapping.
At 35 miles an hour and her skipping across the pool like a flat rock, I think that this is how it really happened.
The woman was injured by a perfect storm of operator errors that could only have occurred on the very first ride of the day. Jack's conclusion, the water park is at fault. The water slide accident was driven by gravity. The team's next challenge is powered by the brute force of a V8 engine.
The woman in this car survived the crash.
She survived it, yeah.
Unbelievable. She got really friggin' lucky.
A 32-year-old woman was driving home from shopping when she lost control in the rain. The car hit a mound of dirt, flew more than 100 feet through the air and over an 8-foot fence before it killed 2 people inside a house.
Our police report says that she was doing 75. If she was doing 75, it's reckless endangerment. She goes to jail. She's pleading she was going under the posted speed limit, which is 55, so somebody's telling the truth and somebody's lying.
So we're literally going to crash a car into a house.
We're going to recreate this thing down to the T.
So
everything is exactly the same. We got to get the exact same car. We've got to put that car together, get a cage in it that protects the stunt guy, build a ramp, build a house, get a fence in place. There's a lot to do. We're going to get it done.
Hey, Casey, you're over too far. You need to come over to the left a little bit.
Your left or my left?
It's always my left.
TJ was a cop for 6 years. He was an insurance investigator for 5. Accidents and has to make sure that each and every aspect of this recreation is exactly as it was presented to us.
This isn't about profitability. I don't give a who makes money out of this. I just want the truth.
2, 1, drop.
TJ's fence, embankment, and house are exact, full-scale replicas of those at the actual accident site.
So it looks like the entry point was right between these 2 windows right here.
All right. You have to make sure that everything is the same, or some really fancy lawyers are going to argue the validity of what we're doing. This house is made of pine 2x4s. It's very dangerous. It splinters, and it's going to have sharp objects pointing upward. But when the car hits this, playtime ends.
Okay, bring it on by, guys.
Since the team might have to jump more than one car to find their answer, Jack fleet of matching SUVs. Same year, make, model, mileage, and color as the accident car.
51, 53, 60. We're going to test the police theory first, and that's a high-speed, 75-mile-an-hour impact. Keep going, 74, 5. If that crash doesn't work, then we're going to test the woman's theory at 55 miles an hour. 48, 49, 50, right at the ramp. And if that doesn't work, we're going to keep crashing cars and wrecking houses until we find out what really happened.
As the team works toward an impact that's too real for comfort, safety rigger Casey Noel prepares defenses designed to keep the driver alive.
I'm going to build a roll cage to protect this stuntman. He's going to be completely encapsulated in tubular steel, which will keep him safe. The thing that concerns me is the weight of the cage.
The original car weighed 4536. All this stuff's going to come out.
Before the heavy steel bars can be added, the team needs to lighten the car so it will weigh exactly the same as the accident vehicle.
Y'all gonna mess some stuff up. Count me in.
Come on, baby.
Hey, give me some power, bitch.
God, this thing weighs a ton. Grab the rest of that. Let's start loading it.
To make sure the car flies exactly as the defendants did, the team even matches the weight of the groceries she had just purchased.
It's accurate to the pound.
With 5 hours of sunlight left, Casey finally starts putting in steel.
We're talking about jumping a car at 75 miles an hour and crashing it. This is the kind of thing that could easily kill someone. So we're taking this very seriously.
While Casey rigs the car for battle, biomedical scientist Mike Roberto prepares the sensors that will measure the devastating force of the impact.
X marks the spot. This is where the car ended up. My measurement device back here can take 90 G of shock. We're going to be able to get real force data because it can take up to 50,000 samples per second.
So you think that's going to survive the impact of the car?
Yes, I do.
You are ridiculous.
The house is beautiful. The problem I have with it is it's built completely solid. It's a real house. I don't see anyone hitting the thing at 75 miles an hour walking away from it. It seems like a death trap to me. Listen, I'm a little bit worried about this thing. Maybe we don't need every single nail in there.
It has to be exactly like the house that she hit, and she went right through it.
Yeah, she
got through
went
the house.
straight to the hospital.
Right.
But I saw the pictures of her car.
I can't change the way the house is built because it has to match the real house. Casey can't do any more to protect the stunt guy. At 75 miles an hour, the impact is going to be horrendous. So I'm going to have to go with a remote control rig.
What makes this system awesome is we can put this in, we can do that same crash, and no one gets killed at the end of the day. We've had this on some of the biggest movies that have hit Hollywood in the last few years. MI3, both the Transformers.
The crash car will be driven from the roof of this high-speed chase car.
One of the things that happened that night, because it was raining very hard, so I think it really made the car jump off the ramp a little faster than it normally would. So we're trying to get the exact same elements that happened when her car crash happened. Okay, let's get the car running, guys.
All right, here we go. Ready, and 3, 2, 1, action, action, action.
45. Keep bringing it up, bring it up, bring it up.
47. 52, 52, 52.
59, 62, 65. 65, 65. You got to get it to 75. You got to get it to 75. Going 74, 5. Hold that. 75, 75, 75.
Guy's Choice, the one night and kick fight and pleasure party of the year, where we settle everything that ever man mattered. Guy's Choice, coming this June on Spike.
Meatball marinara with pepperoni is amazing.
Oh, pepperoni, how much I love you.
See the game last night? Of course I did. Yeah.
Spice up any sub with pepperoni, only at Subway.
Get what you crave. New Doritos Late Night Cheeseburger.
Save $523. 16 minutes could save you $6. Come on. Isn't it time an auto insurer gave it to you straight? That's why you should talk to State Farm. But not yet. First, talk to any one of the 40 million drivers who already have State Farm. 40 million. Yeah, that's more than Geico and Progressive combined. By a lot. 40 million drivers, more savings, and discounts up to 40%. Where else are you going to get discounts like that?
Call an agent at 1-800-STATE-FARM or go online.
Now through Sunday at Pep Boys. Get a Valvoline do-it-yourself oil change with filter for just $16.99. Or let us do it for you in 29 minutes or less. Guaranteed.
Pep Boys does everything for less.
So much passion.
Have a nice book club.
Okay.
I'll beat the game.
I'd like to think so, though.
Oh, here we go. So what's the story?
We were discussing the relationship of two women.
Two women?
Who were thrust together by war.
Ooh, thrusting. Okay, I'm with you.
A war neither of them understands.
Awesome. Good times. I love book club. I'd like to hear you read some words.
It's the sure sign of good time. The just right taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
So then do you like Little Women?
Yeah, I'm not too picky. No.
Well, this sleepover just kept getting bigger and bigger.
Thank goodness pizzas at Pizza Hut are now just $10 each.
$10.
We could actually get everybody the pizza they love.
Yeah. Supreme pan pizza, pepperoni lovers.
We saved a ton of money, and all 8 kids got exactly what they wanted. We'll make that 9 kids.
They shot me first.
Right now, any pizza at Pizza Hut is just $10. Any pizza, any size, any crust, and any toppings for only $10. Only at your Pizza Hut.
Pick a city, any city. Then log on to hotwire.com, where you'll find 4-star hotels at 2-star prices. Hotwire has special deals with hotels. When hotels have unsold rooms, they use Hotwire to fill them, so you get them at ridiculously low prices. Like 4 stars in San Francisco. Hotwire hot rate from $85. So pick a city, then get a 4-star hotel at a 2-star price from hotwire.com.
HOTWIRE, hotwire.com.
Save big on car rentals, too, from $13.95 a day.
This house is perfect. Hardwood floors, new kitchen, but look at this metal roof. Beautiful, isn't it? Has a 50-year warranty.
Wow.
Plus, a metal roof increases the value of your home, cuts energy costs, stands up to hail, high winds, wildfire. So, ready to make an offer?
Can we look inside first?
Why?
Durable, beautiful metal roofing comes in all kinds of styles and colors. We call it investment-grade roofing. Learn more at metalroofing.com. Get up to a $1,500 tax credit when you install a metal roof. Go to metalroofing.com.
In Southern California, Jack Gill and his team are recreating every aspect of a devastating accident.
She's coming home, it's raining. She puts the coffee cup up on the dash. And as it spills, she reaches for this spilling coffee cup, turns the steering wheel to roll out, and veers off the road. She hits a 3-foot-high embankment of dirt that they dug up to lay pipe, flies more than 100 feet through the air, and kills 2 people in the house. The posted speed limit is 55. At over 55, it's reckless endangerment, and she goes to jail.
The woman claimed she was only driving 50 miles an hour. Jack will first test the police theory, a criminal crash at 75 miles an hour.
Here we go. Seconds away. Action, action, action.
59, 62, 65. Got to get it to 75. Keep going. 74, 5. Hold that. 75, 75, 75.
God, man.
Good jump.
Nice jump.
Cleared the house completely, though, guys.
My, that was freaking awesome. Wow. Jesus. Train wreck.
This dummy's a train wreck. Buddy, I hope your policy was up to date. There's no way anyone survives this.
The whole frame itself is just bent. It's all twisted.
You know what? It's not survivable.
No.
Maybe she was telling the truth. Maybe she was doing 50. Let's go back and take a look at it. Huge impact at the ramp. Huge. And the hood coming up is going to slow the car down quite a bit. It just pops up in the air and torques it to that side.
So it's a full, what is that, 5 feet over the top?
4 or 5 feet over the top.
Over the front, yeah.
I love it. Whoa! It just blows out all the windows all at once.
Man, so the police report was wrong.
There's no way that anybody could actually do a 75-mile-an-hour jump.
No.
clear it like this and survive it.
No.
I think we're all in agreement here. The police report was completely wrong. They're not doing 75. So build me another car. We'll do another test at under 55.
For the next test, Jack wants the added precision of a human stunt driver. If they can make sure he survives the impact.
Pitch it around. Let me see a 180 right side.
World-class stunt driver Craig Baxley Jr. tests how the SUV handles at high speed. Craig is a veteran of more than 50 car jumps.
So at the original accident site, when she came off the embankment, she completely cleared this chain link fence, never even touched it.
That was a hell of a jump for her.
You're going to go right through between these windows, and it's all real. It's real wood, it's real glass, real couch, real table, chairs.
Little fish tank, too, I see.
Anything could spear through the window and take you out. That's the biggest problem. It all becomes projectiles once you get through there.
Splintering wood and glass from the house are potentially lethal. But there's an even greater threat that's right inside the car with Craig. At 50 miles an hour, the groceries that the woman was carrying will become life-threatening missiles.
Ooh, that looks good. We are hot.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, fire! Oh, yeah. Took a chunk out of that.
Imagine what that do to bone.
Let's load it up again. Go! I got bean juice on my glasses.
I'd say the driver is definitely lucky that she survived.
The danger from the flying groceries is so acute that Jack orders complete lockdown for everything inside the SUV. He matches the weight of the groceries with sand that is then welded inside a steel box so that not even a single grain can escape. As one of the world's most badass car jumpers, Craig knows what's coming when the car and the house collide.
The hardest impact you've ever taken. It's like being hit with the biggest linebacker that you can imagine, just mowing. You feel it for weeks afterwards.
Any second thoughts?
No, none at all. Ready to go.
Better you than me.
Jack Gill helped pioneer the safety harness that makes this jump survivable.
A lot of stunt guys, they were jumping cars, were breaking their backs. We tried inner tubes under the seats, foam under the seats. None of that really worked, so we came up with this harness. We take these two bungee cords and we suspend him from the ceiling off of the overhead roll bar. So on impact, this harness keeps your butt from slamming into the seat, which breaks your back.
We protected by Jack's overhead safety harness, Casey's steel roll cage, and body armor. And even with all this, the crash will still be dangerous as all hell.
This is going to be ugly no matter what happens.
This jump is going to prove that the woman was telling the truth. I think the car's going to punch right through the wall and land directly on the couch. I just hope my roll cage protects Craig so that he doesn't end up in the hospital the way the woman did.
Tire pressure checked. Eye bolts. Eye bolts are checked. We've got the fuel cell loaded.
Full cell's loaded. I'm ready to go. Let's go.
I think Craig will take out the fence and maybe hit the house. In the real accident, she cleared the fence. So if we're not fast enough to clear the fence, then she's probably going to jail.
Here we go. Seconds away.
3, 2, 1. Action, Craig.
35, 38, 39, 41, 42, 44, 44, 45, 50, 50, hold 50, 50, 50, 50, 50.
Next Tuesday, America's most infamous gangsters finally face off as Chicago crime boss Al Capone puts a hit on Wild West outlaw Jesse James.
It's no contest. Fighters versus bad businessmen.
An all-new Deadliest Warrior, Capone versus James. Next Tuesday at 10 on...
One value meal coming right up. Get rid of the pickle.
What?
86 the tomato. Hey. Goodbye lettuce.
I wanted all that.
Well, sure you do. But you ordered the value meal.
At a certain point, a value meal stops being a value. Get real value and then some at Wendy's. For just $2.99, get the works piled on our Double Junior Cheeseburger Deluxe. And even Applewood smoked bacon on our all-white meat crispy chicken deluxe. Each with fries and a drink, now just $2.99.
You know when it's real.
Lose the gel. Get the hold without all the hard with Axe styling and get some hair action.
Nationwide Insurance, let me hear it.
I've never had an accident. Is there anything you can do for me?
Yeah, I'm here with Liz. I need a brilliant idea right now. Guys, I just gagged! Here it is. Deductible. Take $50 off. Wait, take $100. Every year she doesn't have an accident and call it vanishing deductible. Hook, line, sinker. Done.
Want a 4-star hotel at a 2-star price? Go to hotwire.com. When 4-star hotels have unsold rooms, they use Hotwire to fill them. So you get them at ridiculously low prices.
HOTWIRE, hotwire.com.
Millions of men 45 and older just don't feel like they used to. Are you one of them? Remember when you had more energy for 18 holes with your buddies? More passion for the one you love? More fun with your family and friends? Could be an easily treatable condition called low T.
Come on, stop living in the shadows. You've got a life to live.
So don't blame it on aging. Go to isitlowt.com to find out more.
BACCALAUREATE, baccalaureate.
Correct.
Since this competition has been continuing for 48 hours and we have yet to eliminate anyone, it is the decision of this board to declare all 20 contestants winners. You have all competed admirably.
Admirably. ADMIRABLY.
There's Mozart's Piano Sonata in B-flat major. There's Schubert's Sonata in A minor. And then there's the all-new Hyundai Sonata in a 14-step electro-charged paint rotodip. Because beautiful works of art are meant to last.
Thursday on the Playbook, we're shipping off to the auto show and to war. First, we'll check out some smoking hot rides here on the floor. Then we'll march up to the big screen with Kurt Russell in Soldier. We'll get rolling Thursday at 7, only on Spike.
When it comes to jumping cars, speed is everything. Jack Gill and his team are crashing cars to zero in on the speed that caused a fatal accident.
At under 55, it's a horrible accident. At over 55, it's reckless endangerment and she goes to jail.
For stuntman Craig Baxley Jr., the wait is over.
3, 2, 1, action, Craig.
35, 38, 39, 41, 42, 44, 44, 45, 50, 50, hold 50, 50, 50, 50, 50.
Everybody's good. Everybody's good. You the man.
That's like something up right there. You see this?
Holy. Split it in half. God.
Back and look at it.
Damn.
You can see the impact point right there.
Kidding me.
Goes right through the... Out everything.
Hell of a job, man. Hell of a job.
Hell of a ride, man. Beautiful ride.
Yeah.
How many people get to walk around and say, yeah, I got to freaking jump a car through the house?
I have no idea where the impact boxes are.
It's going to be down here under the couch.
You're telling me that thing still reads now?
No moving parts in here. Let's see what we got. Let me show you the data that we have here. Unfortunately, what happened is these sensors got totally maxed out at 90 Gs of force.
Pretty much destroy electronics.
They're landing right here, and then the big blast hitting the nose down, that's the one that's going to be the killer.
The high-speed cameras confirm Craig's actual speed and his exact point of impact.
Oh, goodness. God.
Tore the house in half.
In half.
Yeah. We had the big yellow X right on the sofa, and that looks like where it landed.
Right on it. That is sick. Wow.
At 50 miles an hour, this is under the posted speed limit. That pretty much proves everything right there.
Jack's conclusion, the car's 100-foot flight is a tragic accident, not a crime. The SUV hit with unstoppable force. But the team's next challenge is an order of magnitude more powerful.
We're talking about 180 miles an hour worth of force.
Oh.
Matt Suter was in his trailer home when it was blasted by tornado-force winds. He claims to have been knocked unconscious and thrown more than 1,300 feet through the air before landing safely in soft, wet dirt.
This is our victim right here.
That's our
guy. This is the guy.
Yeah.
And this is his trailer?
Yeah, that's the debris field. He walked back to the actual site.
Some scientists believe Matt Suter's story. Others say his flight is impossible. It's up to Jack and the team to find out who's telling the truth. But to do that, they need a tornado.
180 miles an hour worth of wind isn't that hard. You feed one fan right into another fan.
Right.
But that's still, it's only a small area.
Still think outside the box. Think of something bigger. We've had jet engines on Twister.
Yeah, but I mean, we're talking about a human here. We don't do the humans and jet
Just because it's never been done before?
Any debris that comes through the jet, that 1,000 degrees is all just going to be blowing on it.
That's my problem. I'll figure that out.
It's just...
Get me a big-ass jet. I'll protect the stunt guy. Find me a jet.
Yeah, I'm sure we can find a jet.
The team has their big-ass jet. Now all they need is a stunt victim who can duplicate Matt Suter's wild ride.
Good morning.
Matt Taylor has done almost everything. He's done high false car jumps. We've lit him on fire numerous times. Here's what it is. We're going to suspend you behind this jet.
Am I for lunch or something?
Well,
Barbecue time?
If you end up looking like a toasted marshmallow, we'll try and grab you on the other end and put you out. But we're going to hold you in position on a trip line. Once we get up to full throttle of this thing, and I know this thing is blowing 180, we pop you loose. We want to see what the distances you travel.
Okay.
It's pretty amazing that nobody's ever done this before. Nobody's put a human being behind jet engines.
I can't imagine why.
Maintenance log.
Spin check.
Circuit breakers.
Checked as required.
Hey, guys.
Hey, how you doing?
How's it going?
Hey, good,
You
great.
getting everything fired up?
We're working on it.
What kind of wind velocity are you talking about back there?
Well, at about 75 feet, it looks like about 180 miles an hour.
The same speed as the tornado force winds that tore into Matt Suter's trailer.
Hey, put it right here.
This trailer will be used to test two things. Can a human be blasted out of it? And can they survive the deadly debris?
Keep coming. Whoa.
That's it. Lock it down. If Matt Suter was in this thing and got blown out the top of it, he's lucky to be alive. Give us one mark on the ground. That's going to be our ground zero. And then put hash marks at 25 feet all the way underneath our high line.
TJ's hash marks will show just how far the